Welcome to Thursday. LRon here with part 24 of my Paradise Lost OT 2.0. So we are now helping the midgets out, led by Gary Coleman. That guy just never seems to keep dead, does he? Well, in any case, we need to get stilts and get the chemical, retrieve the chemical once it's stolen from us, and destroy Karaoke Night at Fire in the Hole. I will admit right now that I'm not 100% sure if my order of operations is fully optimal. I have kind of debated it since physically doing it, so it's probably a matter of preference. I went for the stilts first, then the chemical, but it might make sense to do the chemical first. That would probably decrease the number of zone crossings, but I guess the key thing would be your level of comfort, like if you'd be comfortable with doing all the various things you need to do to get to and from the robotics factory while being stripped down of your gear. Speaking of being stripped down of your gear, I do use a nice little cheatsy gambit of keeping the essentials. I'll get to that when I get to it, so I won't get into the details of that right away. But in any case, the order that I do things may not be fully optimal, and I wanted to make that clear. So use your best judgment. Decide if my way works best for you, or if the proposed alternative of doing the chemicals before the robotics works out for you better. But in any case, I like doing Fire in the Hole second to last and getting the gear last. I'm pretty sure that those two things should take place exactly as is. So it's just a matter of the first component and second component of the day that's mainly up for debate.
Who's your daddy?
You know what? No. I'm being a total idiot right now. No. Everything that I said in the past 3 minutes is complete garbage. The zone that we're in dumps us straight off at the robotics facility, so we'd be going backwards to get back to it again. So no. Definitely do it in the order that I did it. That's the way to go. That's what I get for having such a long period of time between physically recording and doing the voiceovers. It's actually been several weeks at this point. Because generally I don't want to be, and cannot be, rendering multiple days at the same time, given the hard drive constraints that I have. I don't like leaving my external on overnight, and so I need to have enough solid state capacity to hold everything, and that's not always doable, so I like to just go with the stick with one day at a time. And with the way I presently have my editor set up, it's a lot more convenient to not cross the streams and have multiple projects going in parallel. So it's better for me to just render the one and then worry about getting the next day configured and cut and ready to voice over once that's out the door. So yeah, long story short, I'm almost done with Friday in my recordings at this point, and I have Monday uploaded, and a couple of videos failed upload for the Tuesday. The internet had a couple lapses, and um, YouTube failed to recover on 2 of the 7 videos. So, um, for whatever reason, I decided to batch things up and wait on fixing those 2 Tuesday videos until it's time to upload the Wednesday videos. Um, just for convenience's sake, on my end at least. And then the problem is this attic that I live in. It's really good at taking in the heat during the day and very bad at releasing it in the night.
It's like bowling, only
So sleeping is kind of completely unbearable. I've probably mentioned at several points during the Total Terraria World Annihilation that I have very heavy insomnia, so like the planets need to align for me to sleep anyways, but having both, the temperatures be unbearable and have the sounds of, a computer rendering video simultaneously would just lead to major problems. Especially because, remember how in Tuesday I was voiceovering with a bad voice? Well, to this day I still haven't fully shaken off that illness. I mean, my voice is great and I can, you know, pass any, duck test of not being sick, but I know that I still got gallons of phlegm in the system. And so, basically, compounding all of the various things that can make me not sleep together while actually needing more sleep than I normally do seemed like a bad idea. So that's why I stuck with the gambit of waiting and batching it. That way we consolidate the trouble nights. In fact, I'm hoping to get all this voiceover stuff done tonight so that I can render render Thursday while uploading the little bits of Tuesday and the entirety of Wednesday. That way, we can be even more efficient. So, enough of my problems for now. Let's get back to discussing. So we're making our way to the robotics facility, which we've now established in a very roundabout way is the way to go. And we'll be actually in for a bit of a curveball. They put more scientists in there than there were before, and they are hostile as hell. So there were times where I was expecting to only have to deal with the Claptrap Captain Rex hybrids. But there was some scientists that were packing as well. And so, don't let that surprise you, because it certainly came as a big surprise for me. But that's going to be it for this video. I will see you next video. Good luck, have fun.